Look here, man. 50, stop rapping, bruh. Stop capping. Stop rapping. Go to that studio and start lacing tracks. You looking bad out here, bruh. Embarrassing what T.I. is doing to you, man. It's sad to see that you, out of everybody, and being the most pettiest rapper to destroy people and to literally make people look bad and humiliate people, and now you folding? You're literally folding on T.I. T.I. has tracks in less than 48 hours on you. It's looking really bad for you, 50 Cent. It's like your career right now is diminishing as a rapper, as an artist, and even as an entrepreneur. It is embarrassing what T.I. is doing to you. You want to go ahead and talk all, but you haven't gone to the studio and laced up and dropped a track on T.I. at all. It is embarrassing to see how embarrassed I know you feel. Just T.I. just ripping you through fucking threads right now and just making you look so stupid, embarrassing your ass. He is Ball Z dragging your ass and mopping your ass all over the fucking floor. And there's no response from you. You're doing nothing but just rapping and talking out your ass when you should be in the studio dropping tracks. That's what hip hop is all about. And that's what T.I. is doing. Because T.I. could have taken it another way. Because it's personal. What you said about his wife. It's personal. How you just go ahead and implemented him in some of the shit that should have been kept quiet and silence between you and him. But T.I. just had enough. And he is dropping track after track after track on your ass. 3 tracks in 48 hours, and you haven't came out with a track yet, bruh. You haven't said nothing to T.I. yet. You folding? Game over? Hey, I'm loving no for an answer. He is literally ripping you apart, bruh. He is literally just fucking your ass up. Man, 50 should be called 50 bum, 50 pennies, 50 on the floor, 50 get up, 50 just quit, 50 to quit. You can call 50 anything you want right now. And what's up, by the way, Fresh for joining the chat. I appreciate that. Good looking out, my bro. Man, 50, you the pettiest dude on the internet. This is what you're known for. But it's time for you to stop rapping and literally go in the studio and start rapping. Because T.I. is not letting up, bruh. T.I. is not fucking around with you, dog. Yup, 50 the half-ass rapper. That's what you know what? That's what we're gonna have to start calling him. 50 the half-ass rapper, because indeed, you started this beef. You engaged to this beef. And now you running from it? I don't understand that shit. Yeah, dog, bet it up, Fresh. I appreciate that, man. Good looking out for real, man. And thanks, everybody, for checking in. You know what I mean? But, bruh, I'm so proud of T.I. T.I. right now, he making the South look good right now. T.I. is representing for the South, but what I like about T.I., he's going all out about his family, about his wife, about his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you just can't do me like you did Jim Jones. You just can't do me like you did Fabulous and P. Diddy. I'm going all up in your ass. I'm a dragging Ball Z your ass all over this flow. I just did a video. You know what I'm saying? And I basically am calling T.I. the Dragon Ball Z on just literally just embarrassing the fuck out of 50 Cent. It's bad. 50 lie like LeBron. You know what? I'm beginning to have a feeling that 50 and LeBron have a lot in common. Hey, is sad, dog, how this dude is the pettiest dude on the internet. And obviously, is scared of T.I. to get on the fucking studio and lace tracks. You know what? I know Eminem right now is probably saying, yo, 50, bruh. Bro, get on the studio, do something, dog. Because this dude is killing you right now, bro. And I'm talking about T.I. is calling you a snitch, a bitch, a hoe, a woman beater, a fucking pedophile, fucking supporter. He is literally going in on your ass, bro. They both got embarrassed by Kendrick and T.I. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, what's up, QS Move? What's up? I hope everything is all right. God bless. Thank you for tuning in to live. But you know what? It's not even the point. The point is he needs to get on that studio. He needs to fucking drop some diss tracks himself. And the point is that he implemented Diddy and the documentary, but in regard and in disregard, T.I. did a song and he implemented him and he even showed evidence and proof of Mr. 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson going to court of beating up not one, but several women. And also, he indicated and said on the song, okay, you want to go ahead and put P. Diddy out there, put Jay-Z out there. How come you haven't put Donald Trump out there? Huh? Donald Trump is included in the Epstein files. How come you haven't done anything with Donald Trump? Huh? Boy, T.I. is calling this dude out. T.I. is calling this man's number out. Literally. Let me see. So did the fusion dance with Drake and LeBron. Of course. I'm going to tell y'all something like this, man. Don't y'all see how drastically these careers are going downhill? LeBron's career, Drake's career, 50 rapping career is going down in ways that I've never seen before. Because I remember when 50 came out and How to Rob, how he tried every rapper. You know what I'm saying? When 50 first came out, he targeted every rapper. That's what 50 was all about when he first came into the music business. He wanted to destroy every rapper there was. That's what got Eminem to liking him and also picking up on him, because Dr. Dre didn't even believe in 50 Cent like Eminem did. And after a while, you know what I'm saying? That's when Dr. Dre said, you know what? Hey, M, you absolutely right. This rapper is hungry. He wants to eat just as much as we do. But lately, 50 Cent, all he does is this petty shit on the internet, but doesn't want to go in the studio. Look what Jim Jones did to him. Look what Fabulous did to him. Look what others did to him in the studio, and he never got in the studio and dropped tracks. What he did, he bought the fucking building. He got fucking Jim Jones, evicted, and y'all already know how that ended up. One of Jim Jones' bodyguards ended up dead, and now the feds are doing an investigation. T.I. decided to take it to another level. And what level is that? Yo, you disrespected my wife. You disrespected what I love the most. And we already know that T.I. already has a history with Tiny. When Tiny was fucking around with Mayweather, and y'all already know T.I. wanted to fight Mayweather, and 50 Cent was a part of that agenda because 50 and Mayweather were cool as fuck. And 50 ain't getting none of that, but he was cool with both of them. You understand? And somewhere along the line, I guess 50 and him did some money bidding, or they betted on something that T.I. owed the 50 money, and I guess T.I. decided not to pay him, and 50 was calling him out on it, but it wasn't to the point where 50 decided to disrespect him to the point where he took it. And him taking it there, T.I. said, you know what, fuck this. Enough is enough. So what does T.I. does? He starts dropping track after track after track after track. And guess what? 50 Cent is nowhere to be found. That's like Drake disrespecting Kendrick's wife. Same situation with 50 Cent. Exactly my point. And let me tell y'all something. Do y'all know that 50 Cent doesn't like Kendrick Lamar? And he's in the same camp within Dre and, Eminem and shit like that. Because remember in the Super Bowl, it was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem. But 50 is a supporter of Drake and he can't stand Kendrick Lamar for some sort of reason. Well, this is revenge for T.I. in the way that 50 Cent never imagined. 50 is folding, y'all. I never seen 50 fold like this before. 50 always has something to attribute or come back in some sort way or fashion. But lately with T.I., he's folding. He's scared of T.I. when it comes to that studio, when it comes to verses, when it comes to bars. I never seen 50 scared like this before. So, with all further ado, 50, shut the fuck up. Go to the studio, drop some bars, drop some lyrics, and maybe I'll start having respect for you when it comes to lyrics. Because, bruh, lately people been giving you passes. They've been giving you passes when you was going through a situation with Jim Jones and Fabulous and all these boys that you didn't even drop a song. You decided to be petty and decided to buy the building and get Jim Jones evicted and the whole 9 yards. But there's been other rappers that have called you out and you have decided not to do no songs. Well, T.I. is a different motherfucker. T.I. wants you to drop bars. T.I. wants you to go ahead and drop 20 songs with him and verses to see who becomes the winner. Because remember, before y'all boys had beef, T.I. told you a while back, hey, yo, 50, how would you feel if we do the versus battle? You do your 20 songs, I do my 20 songs, and see where we go from there. And you was like, yeah, bro, that's cool, man, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But along the line, you decided to start disrespecting this man in ways that nobody won't tolerate, in ways where nobody will appreciate. And guess what? There's no passes. You're absolutely right, Fresh. T.I. is a line, no passes. He's letting your ass know. Fuck your passes. Fuck your pettiness. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm down. You know why? Because you don't fuck with the family. You understand what I'm saying? Since you decided to fuck with the family, how come you and your son Marcus don't even have a relationship? How come you was the one that blew up the house where your baby mama and Marcus was staying at? If you were so much of a good motherfucker, why is it that your baby mama was receiving threat messages, you know what I'm saying, through you and your peoples, and that's how she ended up, you know what I'm saying, putting you in accusations and allegations that you beat. Why? Because T.I. knows all this shit. And not only that, T.I. knows your background. He knows your past. And he also knows that you have a snitching history. Something that the game called you out a long time ago, but we didn't believe it because we never seen paperwork or anything. Well, T.I. has all that in store, and that's why I know that your ass is folding. Yep. Mr. Jackson, like the Outcast says, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Mr. T.I., homeboy, it's making you cry. Don't apologize a trillion times. Hey, T.I. is fucking you up, bruh. And once again, T.I. didn't start this. T.I. didn't even engage in it. T.I. didn't even want no problems. All he wanted was for you and him to do verses. That's it. Like Young Jeezy and Gucci, like Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia. And you know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on and on. The only person that T.I. ran from verses was Busta Rhymes when he had that little, quote and saying so about New York rappers that Busta Rhymes called him out, and T.I. made all the excuses in the world not to battle Busta Rhymes because Busta would have ate him up in them verses. I don't care what nobody says. T.I. is not on Busta Rhymes level, but he's a better rapper than 50. He is a 10 times better rapper than 50. I'm going to tell y'all something, and Jadakiss said it right. When it came to the G Unit, everybody fucks with 50, but out your whole camp, your flow is the weakest. Y'all remember that song Checkmate that Jadakiss did for 50? That 50 Cent folded and said, Jada, you win? Yes. The song that he said, shut up before I swallow up your lip and your lip look like seafood? Yeah, exactly my point. You understand? So Jadakiss already knew. Out of the whole G Unit camp, your flow is the weakest. Well, T.I. just taking it and say, you know what? I don't even care if his flow's the weakest. I'm just going to go ahead and embarrass his ass. I'm going to make him look so bad that he's going to retire from music periodically. And that's what he's doing. No one can fuck with Hey, I'm going to tell you like this, Fresh. When it comes to Busta Rhymes, he was calling out T.I. when he made that reference and that quote on New York rappers and how New York rappers see South rappers, you know what I'm saying? And how they couldn't rap and how, you know what I'm saying, they ain't had no verses, they ain't had no bars. And T.I. was the only Southern rapper that called them out for that. And Busta Rhymes says, well, since you got so much to say about New York rappers, let's me and you do verses. And T.I. ran. He ducked. He made excuses. Busta Rhymes even put it on the internet. He even went live. And man, he embarrassed the fuck out of T.I. But guess what? T.I. has taken a different turn because now he's facing a New York rapper that he knows that he can annihilate, embarrass, humiliate, and make look like a straight ass, which he's doing right now. You understand what I'm saying? And 50 lyrically is not touching T.I. I don't care what nobody says. He might be the pettiest, internet rapper in the internet, but when it comes bar for bar, he ain't touching T.I. I don't care what nobody says. And it's time for him to start thinking about what he's doing and lyrically go into that fucking booth and start dropping bombs, even if he loses, but at least he goes out like a soldier. He's not even doing that. What he's deciding to do is run like a little bitch and make excuses, and T.I. is calling him out. T.I. is calling his number. T.I. understands the more pressure he puts on him, the less 50 Cent is engaging himself or wants to be engaged or wants to be a part of that battle. He don't want it. He don't want it with T.I. And that's what it's looking at. And it's showing me and it's showing the world how embarrassed and humiliating 50 Cent really is looking right now. And he can say what he want to say. He can, talk about his entrepreneurship and how richer he is than T.I. and what he's doing. Man, we don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear you get in the studios. And even if the shit is whack, but at least you dropping something. And I don't think he wants to do that. 50 Garbanzo juice. He going to write a TV show script and studio memes. Mimi Cent. Let me tell you something. 50 Cent is good on that criteria. But when it comes to rapping, there's a lot of rappers he can't touch. He cannot touch a lot of rappers. And I'm going to tell you, one of the rappers he can't touch is T.I. And that's why T.I. is fucking putting so much pressure on him. He got his fucking knee on his neck and he's breaking his collarbones. He's breaking his kneecaps. He's breaking his spine. Man, he's undoing his muscles. By the time he finished with 50, he's gonna look like the movie he did when he was bald and he lost almost 200 and something pounds to play that script. That's exactly how 50's gonna look by the time T.I. ends with his ass. And that's what it's looking like. He's not only bullying him, Fresh, he's making an example out of him. He is lyrically humiliating this man physically, emotionally, and embarrassingly. I don't care what nobody says. And for all 50 Cent fans that want to defend 50, there's no coming out of this one. There's no coming out. There's no excuses. Why this man is not going to the studios? Why is this man is not responding back to T.I.? Because maybe what T.I. is saying is 100% accurate. Why did 50 didn't say anything when T.I. made them accusations of him going to court for beating up multiple women? Why 50 ain't say nothing? Why he didn't defend himself on that? Huh? Why is it that now that T.I. is saying, nigga, you calling me a snitch? Well, nigga, you a snitch. I got paperwork on you. Why is it that you not defending yourself? Why is it that you not saying nothing to disregard or even defend the fact that he's lying on your name? But what did you do? You get on the media and you say, keep my name out your mouth and look at your wife. You saying that because at one time, you know what I'm saying, her and Mayweather were dealing with each other and supposedly she was dancing all over Mayweather and shit, and you was there, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, it was one of P. Diddy parties and shit. Come on, 50 Cent, stop the bullshit, dog. You know what? The woman whopper, the woman whooper, the 50 Cent beating woman up edition, the script meaning 50 Cent ass woman beater, white beater, whatever it is, my Mr. Fresh, my dog, whatever it is, Fresh. He needs to get on that studio. He needs to let us know, you know what? I'm still that rapper. And to me, he's never been that rapper. Yeah, you had your time. Your first album went platinum. Went diamond, which is Get Rich or Die Trying, with the works of Eminem and Dr. Dre and all that. But let me tell you something. Lyrically, you're not touching T.I., bruh. You're not touching that man. And to be honest with you, now that I come to think about it, his baby mama even said, that man ain't get shot 9 times. He got shot at 9 times, but he only got hit 3 times. So you see, everything now is coming out to the opening. Everything now is coming out to the exposure that 50 never wanted people to see or people to ever even hear. And it's coming from his peoples that were with him when he was fucking broke, when he had nothing, when he was coming up, when he was selling dope in the same corner. You know what I'm saying? Now everything is being exposed. He's done so much exposure when it does to different people, different rappers, different entrepreneurs. But now that it's happening to him, he's folding. Facts. He never was it. For me, he always been trash, lyrically and everything else wise. He's a fraud. You know what? Now that you're saying that, I gotta agree with you. And I agree with you because he was never lyrically inclined. He was never lyrically that rapper for me either. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have the backups of Eminem and you have the backups of Dr. Dre, it makes a big difference. But then on top of that, he had he had Lloyd Banks. And he had my favorite G-Unit rapper, which is Young Buck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really fuck with Tony Yayo like that. Tony Yayo's just as whack. You know what I'm saying? But 50 Cent is a better rapper than Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo to me is a whack-ass rapper. You know, and y'all see what happened to G-Unit. And then The Game, who was the best G Unit rapper, but mine was Young Buck. I fuck with Young Buck more than anybody in G Unit. But I gotta give The Game one thing, and The Game was in line. But you know what? At that time, 50 Cent was so famous, and 50 Cent had the rap game wrapped around in a chokehold that they did not believe The Game. But now that T.I. is doing this, it makes The Game's music more credible when he was talking about 50 Cent. Because he is running from T.I. There is no explanation or no reason why you should be running from T.I. When it comes to music, that's what rappers do. Don't you know that hip-hop came from rappers dissing each other lyrically? Going battle for battle, war for war. Whoever won, like Eminem says, hey, they shook hands and they kept pushing forward. Eminem has a song that talks about that shit. But when it comes to 50 Cent, he'd rather go out and say, oh, you know what? I'm finna go with my pettiness instead of doing music, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do to rappers what I did to Jim Jones. No, not everybody's Jim Jones. Not everybody's whack like Jim Jones when it comes to rapping, bro. The only song that Jim Jones ever had that made it big was Ballin'. That's it. T.I. has multiple classics, multiple albums that went platinum. This man is a movie star and also an entrepreneur just like you, owns fucking buildings and condominiums, has helped his community. So he is not too fetch far from you, 50, and he's a better rapper than you. I believe The Game, even though he a fruit bucket. You know what? Jim is Buzz. He never was balling, but he's falling. Man, he's falling drastically. And he should thank himself for that because he had plenty of opportunities not to even be in the position where he's at, but he did that to himself. You understand? 50 just embraced it and just made him just collapse even more. But Jim Jones did that to himself. But back to what T.I. is doing to 50. T.I. is doing to 50 what 50's been doing his whole career to other rappers and to other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he tried to do to Rick Ross. I believe Rick Ross is a better rapper than 50 Cent every day, all day. He's an insane lyrically better rapper than 50 Cent. But because of 50's fame and because the fucking respect that a lot of people and the chokehold that 50 Cent had in the rap game, they chose 50 over Rick Ross. But lyrically, Rick Ross will eat 50 Cent any day. Let's just keep it 100 on that. And I don't like, you know what, Fresh? I don't like Rick Ross. I don't like him either. But lyrically, he's a monster compared to 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? And this is one thing a lot of people don't understand. It's one thing to be a lyric, you know what I'm saying? Lyrical rapper or lyrical genius or, you know, somebody that has metaphors or somebody that just how to make music. But it doesn't mean that us who are hip hop fans and hip hop fanatics are going to like that individual, but we're going to call out how we see it. And Rick Ross is a better rapper than 50 Cent any fucking given day. And T.I. just had enough. He had enough of the disrespect from this dude, bruh. He had enough of his little pettiness coming into the internet and just fucking talking and not going into the studio and dropping these tracks like real rappers do, like Kendrick Lamar did against Drake, against J. Cole, and against anybody that was opposed to him. That's why Kendrick right now is the fucking king of rap. You know how many careers Eminem has ended because they tried him? That's what 50 doesn't have. He's like a half fake ass LeBron James that wants to be just as good but fails. Just like LeBron wants to be Michael Jordan and Kobe, he fails drastically. That's what 50 Cent is in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being called the PIMP, I'm going to call his ass the shrimp PIMP. He a shrimp. Come on, man. It's enough, 50. Why can't you just go out there and make music? Stop being so fucking petty and drop tracks. You know what? He's not even on that level. He don't even want to be on that level because he knows once he step boundaries, it's going to get worse. It's going to get bad. So he chooses to do his petty shit more than to fucking make music. 50 Cent is not good in dropping diss tracks either. At one point, he was good. At one point, that's what made him a star in hip hop and in gangster music and in rap music. But once he caught up with the fame and the entrepreneurship, I don't need to rap no more. I can just go ahead and just be petty on the internet. You know, now he's friends with Fat Joe. Now he's friends with other enemies. And for what T.I. is saying is that he's also friends with the feds and Donald Trump. Really? Really, 50? You know what, 50? Stop, bro. Stop pretending that we are going to respect the fact that you are getting your ass whooped. You are getting fucking humiliated. You are getting bombarded. You are getting evaporated by T.I. Bruh. You know what? If I'm you, I just run to Mars or I run to Pluto because what you doing right now is not even signified as a rapper. You're not even putting yourself in a perspective that you're willing to compete, that you're willing to go the extra mile, that you're willing to sacrifice and say, fuck it. If I lose, I lose, but at least I go out like a warrior. You're not even putting yourself in that category. Oh, Trump ain't gonna help him. You know why? Because Trump is going through his own problems. Trump is about to be fucking run out the office. And he's also so piled up in the Epstein case and files. I got videos about that just like Zaffy and Ticket TV and so many of us, Dream Sports and all of us that are doing videos about Donald Trump being so caught up in the fucking Epstein files. 50 Cent has the power to do so, but he decides not to. He decides to be petty with his own people instead of calling out the real motherfuckers that need to be exposed. And that's something that T.I. is doing. T.I. said it on his first song, The Right One. You put out P. Diddy, you put out Jay-Z, you put out all of our peoples, but you don't put out Donald Trump. You don't put out your Hugh Hefner, who wife just came out and said that the man was fucking minors and all types of shit for years, and this man died without a day being in prison, but you don't put them out there, huh? Man, T.I.'s going all in on 50, bruh. T.I. is not only exposing 50, but he's calling 50 for who he really is. And one thing I'm going to tell you right now, if it keeps going like this, 50's just going to have to just pull out the white flag and quit rap. He's just going to have to just say, you know what? T.I., that's it. You got me, bro. You got me. Because all that disrespecting of the wife and the family, no wonder why, you know what I'm saying, King Harris, T.I.'s son, decided to disrespect, 50 Cent mom who passed away. God bless her soul. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't her fault. Because you decided to, talk about the family, talk about his wife, talk about other personal shit. That ain't got nothing to do with him calling you out. But you know what? That's what you get, 50, for being the dude that you are. You want to be the baddest. You want to be the most feared. You want to be the most respected. Well, T.I. ain't got no respect for you. T.I. is spitting on you right now, and he literally spit in your grave. You still alive, but it's like he revived you in every track that he did, and is spitting in your face over and over and over again. And there's nothing that you can do about it. But you don't want to go, to the studios and drop music. Why? Because you know you cannot fuck with this man lyrically. You know you can't fuck this man bar for bar. You know that you will fucking look embarrassed, that just like you are already. Just say the truth, bruh. Stop making excuses and just admit to your loss and just say, you know what, T.I., you got me, bro. But you started this, Mr. 50 Cent. You're the one who engaged in this shit. You're the one who started everything. You're the one who started exposing, you know what I'm saying, T.I. You're the one that started calling out T.I. You're the one that tried to embarrass T.I. You're the one that started, you know what I'm saying, all these rumors about him owing you money and all that shit and making him look bad in front of people, in front of his family, in front of his niggas and shit. You started all this shit. But it took years for T.I. to eventually say, fuck this shit, I've had enough. Yeah, making excuses, Miss Jackson, for real. That's what he's doing right now, making fucking excuses. And T.I. gave him so many chances, man. T.I. did not fuck with this dude for so many years. Listen, I followed the story. I followed that little mini beef when it first started. And it was always 50 Cent engaging it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. T.I. didn't do anything. He was just like, fuck it, I'm going to just let him have that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let him have that shit for years. Man, you know what? If it was me fresh, I'd tell 50, bruh. Like Big Worm. You know Big Worm from Friday? He called out 50 and said, 50, we need to get in a boxing ring, bruh. 50 Cent got beef with everybody. And Big Man called him out and said, bruh, fuck all that, bro. I want to fade you one-on-one. And guess what 50 Cent did? He did a little post video making fun of Big Dog. And not even posting up to the challenge. Not even saying, yeah, let's go one-on-one. Let's go ahead and do this. Something is wrong with 50. And you know what's wrong with 50? He can't accept the fact that he is not that dude anymore. You're not that rapper, bruh. You're not that dude that is going to be looked at like Eminem or Lil Wayne or Andre 3000 or fucking K Rhino or Immortal Technique or Hobson or some of the greats. You're not that dude. Kendrick Lamar and several others. You're not that dude. And let me say something, because I believe that a lot of people get this confused. If you can't get on that studios and do what rappers do, I don't even see why people should even grasp their fucking breath of voice to even talk about you when all you doing is running and making excuses and not even trying or not even being competitive enough. Because remember, Screwface is right. Hip hop is a sport. But it's a sport where it can get very disrespectful. It can get personal. It could get critical. It could get gruesome. It could get real nasty. And that's why 50 Cent does not want that beef. Because he probably figured, how much does T.I. know about my personal life? How much does T.I. know that I did that I don't want the world to know? How much does T.I. really know about not 50 Cent, but about Curtis Jackson? How much? How much does Mr. T.I. know that he has me disfolded? Like if I was a fucking folder and put in a cold file case and kept away. How much shit does this man really knows that I don't want nobody out there to really know? Or did T.I. reach out to his baby mama, to his son, and to others who had beef with 50, and they decided to tell T.I. everything about 50, just like Kendrick, or just like Pusha T, what he did with Drake? He found out so much information about Drake that how many times has Drake canceled Iceman? And he just canceled it again. Why? Because Kendrick put the icing on the cake. It's been 2 years, going on 3, and there's nothing that Drake can do to try to even compete with Kendrick Lamar. His music is terrible. Just the same way Pusha T did Drake. But it wasn't so explosive as it is today. But Kendrick ran with what Pusha T started, and look where it ended up Drake now. And Mr. 50 Cent is a big supporter of Drake. But guess what? Just as much Drake is losing and is going broke, and his album sales are ridiculous, going low, his fans are mad, 50 Cent is the same way. You know what, Fresh? I tell you what, and I'm going to read this loud. 50 boxers woman, but not man, and got shot 3 times, not 9. Yeah, that's what his baby mama said. This man ain't get shot 9 times. This man got shot 3 times. And the reason why is because she took care of him. She knows everything. And 50 did not want that to be exposed. The only reason why he say he got shot 9 times is to give his name more exposure and for his name to be more advertised to his brand. But he only got hit 3 times. So basically, he tried to pull a Tupac. And it worked for many years, but not no more. Why? Because his baby mama put him out there. Canada's not the only people who hate Drake. I believe a lot of more people hate Drake. But it just comes to show you. You see, it's a pattern. It's a fucking pattern when it comes to 50, when it comes to Drake, when it comes to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? And J. Cole now is being hit with several allegations. Nasty allegations that I don't even want to speak about. But that's another video. I want to continue talking about how much of a bitch and how scary 50 Cent is of T.I. even to compete in rapping. And it's sad because you should not be afraid. We all know that you're the pettiest motherfucker when it comes to this hip-hop petty shit. We all know that you love being petty when it comes to dissing, humiliating, or making anybody feel less of a fucking man. The reason why you went at P. Diddy, 1, is because you wanted to put out the documentary, but 2, because P. Diddy smashed your bitch. He fucked your bitch, and you was mad because you was cool with P. Diddy at one time, bruh. I mean, Fresh, I'm going to be real with you. There's always elements, and there's always an opening to seeing who these people really are. And 50 Cent and P. Diddy were cool as fuck at one point. And once P. Diddy fucked his bitch, that's when 50 turned on him. Yep, he didn't only use your oil on everybody. He used more oil on 50 bitch than anybody else. And that's why 50 also decided to do the documentary. And now he also wants to do a documentary on Jay-Z. But never in one time he said, let me do a documentary on Epstein. Let me do a documentary on Donald Trump. Let me do a documentary on Leonardo DiCaprio. Let me do a documentary on everybody else that's involved in the Epstein files. Just are black brothers. Why can't you do that with everybody else? It should be no discrimination. It should be no racial issue. Everybody should be held accountable and responsible who's in the Epstein files. Everybody. I don't care if you're white, black, Latin, yellow, purple, raspberry red. If you are in the Epstein files and you participated and you engaged in it like Bill Gates and so many others, you should be exposed. And 50 Cent only engaged with black brothers. He didn't want to expose Donald Trump. He didn't want to expose nobody else. I wonder why. I wonder fucking why. And that's why I say this about 50 Cent. He knows who to fuck with. He knows who to try. He knows who to humiliate. He knows what buttons to push. But he decided to fuck with the right one, just like T.I. said on his song. I'm the right one, motherfucker, and you pushed the wrong button. Why? Because just like Drake said, I'ma push the red button. No, bitch. T.I. pushed that button on 50. And let me tell you something. T.I.'s gonna continue pushing that red button. T.I.'s gonna continue disrespecting 50. T.I.'s gonna continue exposing 50. T.I.'s gonna continue humiliating 50 because that's what he asked for. 50's been asking for this shit for years. And the only thing that T.I. only asked this man is respect me, respect my family, respect our private businesses. Don't tell nobody shit. And for years, 50 Cent, oh, you owe me this money. You owe me this. You owe me that. You owe me this. You owe me that. Don't make me go to your house. Don't make me go to your house. Hey, I'm going to pop up at your house. Oh, you know what? You making excuses. You making excuses. And T.I.'s like, damn, dog, you got it that bad with me? For years, T.I. let the shit slide. And now that T.I. is bouncing back, now that T.I. is exposing everything, and now that T.I. is exposing 50 for who he really is, now 50 is scared and is folding. He's folding, y'all. And the reason why he's folding is because he knows that T.I. has a lot on him. He knows that T.I. has more than what any other rapper has had on 50 Cent to make 50 fold in the way that 50's folding right now. And just like Kendrick and just like Pusha T did their diligent information and finding out about Drake, that's exactly what T.I. did with 50. And it's been years. So imagine how much more T.I. has on 50 Cent. Imagine how much more exposure, how much more fuckery and mess and just in his laboratory he has on 50 Cent. If 50 Cent even tries to come out with a diss track, which I doubt that he's even gonna do, how much more of an exposure is T.I. going to do on 50? And I think that's what 50's afraid of. I think that's what 50 doesn't want people to know or people to hear. But just out the 3 songs that he's done, listen, this motherfucker here is, bruh, I gotta give it to T.I., man. He's going all in on this dude, man. He is literally annihilating this dude. And he's doing it with pride. He's doing it for his family. He's doing it out the respect of hip hop as well. And that's what hip hop is all about. Instead of killing each other, instead of drawing guns on each other, instead of fucking losing each other's lives and going out to the streets and drawing blood on each other, T.I. is deciding to say, let me do it lyrically. Let me do it through music. Let me do it through my expressions. Let me do it through where I can silence this motherfucker. And guess what? He's doing a damn good job at it. Because I remember at one time, my favorite rapper of all time, Tupac Shakur, God bless his soul. Before he was going to retire because he wanted to continue his acting career, Tupac was almost an Oscar-winning actor. He was sensational. But when Tupac got shot, that's what made Tupac come back relentless. He came so relentless that nobody wanted to touch him. I mean, this nigga tried everybody. This nigga tried everybody that was down with P. Diddy, Bad Boy, or anybody that had any affiliation with anyone that was cool with these motherfuckers. And as you can see, he paid with his life. But Tupac was going to retire from music to pursue his acting career. And he was pushed because of that fucking issue when he got shot in Quad Studios. And he came back so relentless that everybody said, damn, what the fuck did we start? Who the fuck did we woke up? That's exactly what 50 Cent did. I'm going to use that as an example. He woke up a beast. He woke up a monster. All right, big dog, go ahead and do your thing, bro. I'm going to end the live anyways, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for coming through, man. I really do appreciate it, big dog. For real, thank you, Fresh. But I'm going to end this live just by saying this. T.I. had enough. Enough is enough. And when somebody has enough, and when somebody sees that the only thing that they can do, because they kind of feel like their back is against the wall, is defend themselves, defend their family, defend who they are as a man, but most importantly, do it through music. Do it for the love of music. Because we haven't heard anything from T.I. in a minute. T.I. decided to do comedy, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of his family, still building, condominiums and homes for his community in Atlanta, and he's also going through trials and tribulations. There's, women and people that have put some allegations and accusations on him and Tiny, and they're also dealing with that shit. How much more can a person take? How much more? And T.I. decided to snap. He had enough already. And 50 Cent is taking the worst of it because now T.I. is taking it out all on 50. Every bit of it, every anger, every fucking thing that T.I.'s been holding for years, for everything he's going through, he's taking it out on 50. Why? Because 50 engaged it, he started it, he disrespected him, his family, but he's been doing it for years. So guess what, 50? Now he's doing exactly what he told you not to do years ago, and now you suffering the consequences. Yeah, you might be laughing, but behind that smile, you folding. Behind that smile, you faking. Behind that smile, you can't fuck with him. Behind that smile, you pushed the wrong button fucking with T.I. So without further ado, I end it like this. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And you might get it in the worstest way. Eminem did that song. Your own partner, your best friend did that song. You should have taken his advice, Mr. 50 Cent. Because now, I don't care what nobody says, you are not going to stop T.I. and going at you. He is going to do everything in his power to fucking just obliterate you and annihilate you like he's doing. And the fucked up thing about it is, you started it and he's gonna finish it. You know why? Because enough is enough. This is your boy Chico Black, aka Jaloso. Y'all know what it is. I'll be coming through with more lives, you know what I'm saying? If it continues. And most importantly, God bless to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Keep your heads up and stay above ground, stay above water. And most importantly, stay safe. And always know Keep God with you and always put God first in everything you do. This is your boy, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.